Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Moses, and this is Urban Backyard Container Gardening. If this is your first time visiting, thank you. I appreciate you stopping by. If you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate you as well. Do you ever wonder what happens to your garden when you go on a vacation and brutally cold weather approaches? Come along with me while I show you what happened to my... So these are my mustards, onions, and broccoli in this bed. And as you can see, the mustards did not fare very well in the cold. If you remember the video before the storm actually hit, I came out and did some emergency harvesting of them, and they look very sickly and did not care too much for the cold. Neither did the broccoli. The broccoli was just starting to form heads, and I don't know if they will recover from this or not. The onions, for the most part, they're not doing too, they don't look very well either, not doing good, and I don't expect much out of this particular bed anymore. I'm going to give it a couple weeks to see if they bounce back. The rest of this week, it is supposed to be somewhat normal for our region this time of year. I'm in Florida, Zone 9A, North Florida. So that means it'll be 60s during the daytimes and in the 40s and 30s at night. But for the most part, as I said, I'm not expecting too much out of this bed. This is my kale bed, and in previous videos, these plants looked marvelous. They were very green and thriving and looking well. It just goes to show you that even cold-loving plants, such as the kale, did not like the brutal weather that we had. We had 3-4 nights of temperatures that were in the 20s. And I had one bed covered that I was really concerned about and felt very confident that my other beds would be okay. I'm not sure if these are going to snap back or not. We'll give it a couple weeks and go from there. Now, in my videos, I try to keep it real. I give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So not everything is gloom and doom with my garden. These are cabbages, and when we got back from vacation, I looked out on the house and they looked miserable. They were sagging and everything. And now they seem to be coming back to life and doing okay. So hopefully these will continue to spring back and we will be able to get a harvest of cabbage in the near future. This is my onion bed, and for the most part, they look okay. They look like they survived the cold, but not too many issues. The bed next to it also did pretty well, so I'm happy about that. So here on this side of the U bed, we had harvested broccoli before we went on vacation, and it was my intent to come back and harvest the leaves. Well, they're not going to be able to be harvested. Everything looks really, really sickly and bad. And I'm going to come out and cut them down to the soil level and start getting this bed ready for spring planting. I have just under a month to go before my last frost date. So even though this looks terrible, the circle of life continues. So we will remove these and get it ready for the plants that we have inside the house. And my garlic continued to do well. I don't see any issues other than the stalks or leaves aren't standing tall like they were, they're still growing, they're still green, and I don't see any issues with it. Now, in the bed next to it, we have our Brussels sprouts, and we also had broccoli leaves that we were going to harvest as well. The broccoli leaves, just like the other ones in the U bed, are destroyed. I will be removing them. The Brussels sprouts are continuing to grow, and as I continue to say, they are really, really trying my patience. They're bigger than I have ever grown, but still tiny. So we'll continue to nurse them and feed them, and hopefully we will be able to get a harvest. Here in the carrot bed, things look good. I don't see any issues other than a few of the green tops look to have been burnt by the coal, but since what we're actually eating is underground, I'm pretty sure that the carrots are doing just fine. I'm probably in a couple of weeks going to come out and pull some of these to see their size, and hopefully we'll have a decent harvest. All right, here in container row and in my grow bags, the plants themselves, some of them look okay. We had previously harvested the broccoli, the purple broccoli off of them, and some of the plants look okay. The same I'm going to do with these, the same that I'm going to do with the green ones, and remove them from the bed and get ready for spring planting. In the containers, everything looks okay. We have our leeks doing well. We have our peace lily here doing okay. The rose survived. The lamb's ear, this one needs to be pruned or cleaned out. The one up at the top seems okay. And our two purple cabbages are continuing to grow. Um, they the weather didn't seem to have bothered them too much. They're doing good. So the cabbages in the grub, so the cabbages in the cube look okay. They look a little stressed, and overall they're doing okay. It looks as if they need some fertilization, so I will probably come out sometime this week and give them a feeding. The heads themselves look big rather, but they are not firm, so that tells me they're not ready to be harvested yet. So we're going to go ahead and give them a feeding and keep an eye out on them, and hopefully before spring we'll be able to harvest it. So I want to thank you for coming along with me while we did a review of what happened during the bitterly cold weather that passed through my area. Now, I'm in the central part of northern Florida. Basically, I'm right in the middle between the Pensacola and Jacksonville, just outside Tallahassee. My area did not get snow. However, areas such as Jacksonville and um, Pensacola, Apalachicola, those areas in the Panhandle, they got snow and quite a bit of it. So I consider myself blessed, even though parts of my garden look ridiculous and it looked bad. But compared to others, I'm fortunate. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and I will reply. Let me know how you guys fared during the storm. Um, on our way back from Charlotte, flying into Tallahassee, we, for about 75 to 100 miles, flew through a really thick cloud bank. And I'll put a picture of that. That was part of the storm. And at the time, I didn't realize it. but it was real thick, beautiful, but real thick. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, take a moment to consider doing so. I can grow a lot of food by myself, but one thing I cannot grow is this channel without your help. If you do decide to subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell all so you'll be notified whenever I upload new content. Chances are, if you like my content, your family and friends will also, so it's okay to share. Until next time, always remember to give the thanks to God, for without Him, we are nothing. Stay blessed, stay strong, and grow, grow, grow.